Well, poor old garden's looking worse for wear. Unfortunately, the ground is like a quagmire. There's not a lot we can do, but I'm out here hunting for some old tyres. Yeah, the front isn't any better. It's like a quagmire, you can't even walk on it. We've had so much rain, it's incredible. But, tyres. On the right, we have the Pirelli Rally STR. On the left, the Michelin Anarchy Wild. Now both these tyres, despite this tread looking like this, are directional. Problems. This broad band on the Pirelli, well, it's got these lateral grooves. They don't seem to do anything. They're too, how can I put it, they're too aligned. And in the mud, and I'm talking real mud here, the slightest bit of acceleration and these tyres just go. They zoom off in any direction. You can grip. Hey. Gravel, soft sand, great. They dig in and plough like a bulldozer. Mud, forget it. Grass, no chance. I have a small area of lawn that I have to travel over. And if I try and ride over with these tyres, when the grass is wet, the back end is all over the bloody place. I'm not impressed. Oh dear. I can't even get the back wheel to turn. Pluses. Fantastic road tyre. Wet road. Wet shiny surface, you can corner like a devil. They are a fantastic road tyre with off-road capability. Michelin, they've got this nice, very slightly curved angle to the tread, and I think that's a sort of homage to the tractor tyre. But they've got nice square knobs, dare I use that word. In the mud, great, because they've got all these offset edges. When you're on a slight slope or putting the power on, they just bite in. You don't even know you're in the mud. Downside, the road. If the road is wet, you have literally no grip. You might as well be riding on ice. They're absolutely hopeless in the wet. Front tyres, again, on the left here is the Rally STR. Front and rear on both sets of tyres are directional. I think the problem with these is, again, on the road they're fantastic, but again, there's too much flat tread. In the mud, these flat areas, despite this lovely edge looking pattern, they just don't seem to bite into the mud. And we're talking here real mud, we're talking clay bound, very wet after a couple of storms had come through, water laying on top of the mud, good 3 and 4 inches deep in rutted lane. So we're not talking the odd little puddle on a green lane. The Michelin, now can you see the similarity with the TKC80? Lots of smaller, sharper treads in the mud. Fantastic. You can go into a lane full of ruts made by Land Rovers, and you can ride up the ruts, you can ride down the ruts, and they hold their direction. As far as I'm concerned, best tyre I've had on, next to the TKC80. Why not TKC80? Well, the TKC80, I got 2,200 miles out of the rear tyre before I had to give up on it. Far from impressed. 2,200 miles out of a set of tyres. These Pirellis, they've still got a bit of life left in them, we'll admit. Probably another 600 to 800 miles, but I had to get rid of them. They were just 2 attempts off-road, 3 attempts, 2 on these, and I come off a couple of times just trying to get the bike to move. Touch of power, the back was going, then the front would go, and going down a dead straight lane, they were just going where they wanted. The bike was just, even at low speed or at fairly moderate speed, there was just no control. These tyres, the 3rd attempt in the lane, I'd actually gained an average of 10 miles an hour on the speeds I was doing on these tyres. That's a big difference. When I'm doing between 5 and 15 mile an hour down a muddy lane on these, in fear of falling off, which I did, in these I was doing between 20 and 28 miles an hour, no fear of falling off. In fact, thoroughly enjoying it. So Michelin's, the only downside, these tyres in the wet brake fairly well. They're not like the rears. The rears, for some reason, just don't like to stop. They reduce from the edge, so the centre is wearing, but there's still no wet weather grip. Fortunately, the summer's coming, so I don't know. I will keep you updated, Tom. Remember, keep smiling at the awkward buggers. Have fun. Ride safe.